Welcome to Letters to Rising Leaders. It's a podcast series about God, soul, love, and leadership. And I'm your host, Tom Mohr. If you're joining along in my book, Letters to Rising Leaders, this is week 23, and the topic is Behind the Mask. We all construct personas to help us navigate the highways and byways of our lives. And to a certain extent, it's fine, right? The stuff we might put on our LinkedIn profiles or say when someone asks, "What do you do?" It's even okay to fake it till we make it, as long as we are aspiring to new levels of capability or goodness. But if we invest too much time in maintaining masks, we begin to lose sight of ourselves, our true selves. Some people wear masks of perfection or superiority or success or inauthentic care. It's important that we name our masks and then learn how to put them aside, right? Because living in authenticity aligns us with our core identity, our true selves. Our daughter, Mary Catherine, is adopted. Pegeen and I couldn't get pregnant, and after a couple years, we decided to pursue adoption, and so found an adoption lawyer, created a resume, and that resume was chosen by a pregnant freshman USC student. She wasn't in a position to care for any child at that time in her life. And she made the decision to bring her child to term and then find an adoptive home for that child. She could have chosen differently, and she could have gone on as a freshman USC student, but she knew herself and her values, and she chose the harder path. When we were introduced to each other, we decided on dinner as a first step, and we were living a couple hours north of LA at the time in Bakersfield, and we came down and met her at an Italian restaurant, and she was 6 months pregnant at the time. Beautiful young woman. I'm not talking about her exterior beauty, though she was lovely. I'm talking about the interior beauty that just sort of shone through. No pretense. She was a what you see is what you get type of person. Now at dinner, she needed to get some answers from us. She asked a lot of questions, and we talked a long time. And as the night came to an end, she looked both Pegeen and I in the eye and said, "I would love it if you would be the parents to my child." Now that was just the beginning. A couple of weeks later, she drove those 2 hours up to Bakersfield. She wanted to visit our home, to see my place of work. She actually came into my office and took my business card. She wanted to validate that everything we had said about ourselves was true. And she did it, of course, for just one reason: for the child in her womb. And she chose the path most true to who she was. And it was all hard. It was hard to carry her child to term. It set her back a full semester in college. Doing the due diligence to confirm we were who we said we were was hard. Giving Mary Catherine over to us at the hospital was hard. And saying goodbye was hard. Painful sacrifices made in love. She wrote a final note to us a couple of months after we had taken Mary Catherine home, and I'm going to read just a part of it to you. "I know in my heart I have made the right decision. It makes me feel good to know that I've made you guys so happy. I wish you the best in raising Mary Catherine, and I hope she understands that this was the best thing I could do for her. Please do your best to make her happy and safe. And once again, good luck in taking care of our little girl. Are you living true to your core identity? Or are you carrying around some heavy mask? It's so much simpler to just be who you are with all your gifts and your gaps. God loves you just the way you are. The song for this week is about living simply. It's called Simple Things. Robert Berry joins me in instrumentals, and my daughter, Mary Catherine Mohr, joins in harmony.
Standing by the lake, not a ripple in the water, just reflections, colors from the trees, and shadows from the clouds. Serenity in nature, opening my soul to God in all things. The good in human nature, the inner voice of love, just waiting to sing. God of wonder, help me discover beauty in simple things. Family gatherings, stories weave together, generations, memories of our lives, binding us in love. Hospitality with good friends, laughing at a joke, talking all at once. Long goodbyes, no one wants to leave. Keep the extras, no ifs nor buts. God of wonder, help me discover beauty in simple things. Thank you for the sunshine. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for this moment. Blessed is your name. Living in the now, no disguises, no distractions. Keeping whole, centered in your love. What you see is what you get. Once I know that I'm not perfect, it frees me to be good, just my true self. Make a difference, helper on the journey, lending a hand and wishing well. God of wonder, help me discover beauty in simple things.
God of wonder, help me discover beauty in simple things. Well, that's it for today. I hope you'll join us next week for the next episode in this Letters to Rising Leaders podcast series. As I say each week, leader of goodness, go in faith to love and heal the world.